Welcome to Mother of Pearl Tarot. Let's see who this reading is for today. So we've got, oh, looks like we have Sagittarius. So if you are a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon, maybe you're a cross watcher. Maybe you've got a Sagittarius that you are curious about. Welcome. Or maybe you're just drawn to this reading. There's no rules. Let's first start with a message for Sagittarius. This one wants to pop out here. So, the message is Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Beautiful card there. So do you have some new things going on? Are you having growing pains? Are you just making a change that's really, wow. Looks like maybe it's been a little intense lately for you. Oh, Sagittarius, what's going on? Aw, sending you some love. Yeah, you're really doing some moving forward, changing. I do not read reversals. I just get clarification cards, and this also is a timeless reading, meaning whenever you stumble upon this, maybe there's something here for you. Maybe this will resonate. If something doesn't resonate, just put it aside, and but be curious about why maybe you're here. So let's get started. Okay, Sagittarius. So it looks like things have been intense. We've got the Devil card, which represents you right now in this time. The Devil card, as we know, that can be a very, a card with some times toxicity, codependency. Sometimes it is addiction that it refers to. So what's going on right now? Do you feel a little out of control? I'm feeling like some of you may have felt a little obsessive, and you're really trying to kind of get that under control. You're a fire sign. If there's a lot of fire in your chart, you can have this urgency to want to make changes and move and get out of situations. You are explorers. Maybe you're trying to explore a new way of being because maybe it's just become too difficult for you. This is what crosses you. The Five of Swords. A lot of times that can be the card of betrayal. The decisions that you're making, you're really trying to maybe be more clear on who you can trust. Maybe you found yourself in situations with friends, with family members, maybe a partner that just isn't really you. And you know how sometimes toxic behavior can get a little normalized? I feel that some of you maybe have found yourself in those situations and you just say, this is not me. This is not working for me. This is not who I am. What is the basis of this reading is, look, Ten of Swords. It's kind of the end. It can feel like defeat sometimes, but it doesn't have to, you don't have to look at it that way. Whatever you're going through now, you're in the process of ending this cycle. It's clear that you're ending this cycle. You do need assistance from other people. You need support. You need lots of love, because this has taken a toll on you, Sagittarius. And there's people out there, you know, maybe some different people like I said, sometimes you don't even realize what your life has become sometimes, and some unhealthy habits or behavior, because everyone around you is doing it, or maybe your inner circle or the person you spend the most time with. But really look at that, because this is your life. This is your one life. And having that sort of influence is not serving you, and you have a knowing about that. This is what you're leaving. This is a card of, you know, the recent past, what you're leaving. It's the Three of Wands, so that means you're already in the process of moving forward. And we'll get some clarification cards too. That means you've already begun to take the steps that you need to take. And again, it's going to be really important. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going through a tough time. You're going through a tough time, and you need help and you need support. And maybe it's time to take a step back from someone. It doesn't have to be permanent, but maybe it is. Maybe it's time to just say, this isn't working for me anymore. I'm not heading in the direction I need to head. But we have an encouraging card here. In the near future, Page of Cups. So there's someone else to really nurture you. Maybe a younger person, maybe someone already in your life that feels like maybe you've pushed them away a little bit, but it's really someone that's there to bring you a little bit of love that you really need right now. Rely on those people. Rely on the people that really show true concern about you. You have nothing to prove to anyone. If you have felt betrayed, also don't let that harden your heart. Don't let that close you off to others who might show up for you in a real way. I know that's hard to do. But you can close this chapter with someone, or maybe with a situation, and take the lessons. Take the lessons and learn from them, and move forth, and put your trust in people that actually have earned it. What are you scared? You are a little afraid of endings. Here's another 10. This is a very positive card, the 10 of Pentacles. It's a very stable card. It's a card that many people strive for. So the question is, what concerns you about that? Is it that you have kind of a spirit of wanting to try new things, move around in the world, run with certain crowds who like to explore and test, sometimes not in healthy ways? So is one of your fears that things just become too predictable? Is it that, oh, if I close this chapter in my life, will I just become this boring person? We'll get more clarification. This is how you're seeing Queen of Rods. Actually, Queen of Rods, Sagittarius, is a fire sign. The rods or wands are fire signs. Makes complete sense. You get stuff done. You make things happen. People rely on you for your fire and your energy. That's how they see you. Your generosity is in what you do for others, in a very grounded way. You're a very positive person. That's why this moment in your life isn't really you. Can you be excessive? Yeah, you can be excessive in your life, but right now your soul is asking you to change. Your higher self is saying, what you're doing or who you're with right now, it's just not serving you. And you actually, here's the Death card. The Death card is, you know, not literal, most of the time not literal at all. That's in the position of what you really desire. So what you really desire is for this cycle to end. And just remember, we're always changing, always. We're always movement, nothing is permanent. You might as well change in a positive way. You might as well move in a positive way. It's asking me to read the card. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. That was your message from the beginning. You're wanting a new creation. That's what the Death card represents. The Death card represents the ending of something so you can clear the way for something else. And look at, here's this white rose. That's the newness that's coming into your life. Even though this is a little bit of an ominous card, it's kind of beautiful with that white rose, because that's the promise of that things are always changing, and you of all people, Sagittarius, you can guide this change to a more positive way of being. And you're here listening to this message so that you can get that encouragement, so that it reinforces what you already know inside. And that is that you really want to make a change. You actually need to make a change. And look, so the outcome card, King of Pentacles, much more grounded, much more stable, much more mature. What that tells me is that you're moving in the right direction. Even though you felt like things have been a little out of control, or you felt a little obsessive, or maybe you have an addiction that you've been struggling with, that you are moving to a more stable way of being. Let's get a clarification here. Okay, clarifying. Oh, this one wants to come. 8 of Wands. Okay, so this might be happening sooner than you think. Look at the 8 of Wands. That is usually the card that depicts speed. In this case, I think it does. Even though the King of Pentacles, that's a, Pentacles are a slower moving energy. This is saying, no, you're a Sagittarius. You don't linger too long in anything. You like to keep it moving. And so this situation that you find yourself in right now, it's changing, and it's going to change relatively quickly. Let's get one more clarification for that one. The 4 of Cups. So right now in this moment, you might not even know what that means. I'm really getting the feeling that right now there's going to be a relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic, but a friendship or a mentor, maybe not a mentor, maybe someone, just someone that maybe you've been introduced to that's really going to give you some good support, some good friendship, and some guidance. But you maybe are not even aware of what this person, how they can show up. So kind of use your intuition on that. And if you're drawn to someone just kind of for their stability, and you're thinking, I could really use more people like this in my life, get to know them a little bit better. Let's ask about this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Swords. So it's hard for you to make changes. It is for a lot of people. You don't like to hurt feelings. These relationships that you've had, or this relationship, here's the 7 of Swords again. Here's 7 of Swords, a lot of swords. So you've just really been in your head a lot. You've had some betrayal. You've had some people that just have been a little bit shady, or a person that's been a little bit shady. And even though they've been shady with you, for some reason you find it difficult to walk away, and you don't like making people feel unworthy. You don't like people to think that you're abandoning them. And the reason for that is you felt that in your life. You understand what abandonment is. So you don't want to do that to anyone else. However, it is sometimes necessary to walk away. Let's get the Page of Cups, the clarification. Okay, so there has been some struggles. So maybe this person in the near future that I get the feeling that it's someone that you've been introduced to in your life. They can bring you a lot of stability, as I said before, but they've had to walk away from kind of petty struggles, or maybe from the group that you've been with, some friendships. Let's read this card. It says, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, Temperance. So that just means, you're trying to gain some stability. This really is counter to the Devil card, Temperance. Temperance is finding some stability, not being overly excessive. You are moving toward that. You do need help with that. But right now, you haven't felt this way. You felt a little out of control, but you're heading there, and you're heading there rather quickly. Let's get a clarification on the 10 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so, and King of Rods. Again, Sagittarius showing up with their rods and their fire. This is all just life. Don't beat yourself up for maybe mistakes you've made. Don't even linger too long in with people that maybe haven't treated you very well. You don't have to hang on to that, because you are, as I said before, you have the capacity to learn the lessons and say, okay, we're not going back to this. I've experienced this. It did not serve me. I tried it. Now let's try something else. Sagittarius, they love to try new things. They love to travel. They love to, just be curious. And this says that, that's who you are. Just because this chapter is ending, and maybe it was an exciting time even, doesn't mean there aren't other things that are actually more healthy on the horizon. Let's get a clarification on this card that crowns you. The Lovers. Okay, so our Lovers card shows up. Let's get one more here. Strength card, nice. So you have some major arcana cards. This tells me that this is a really kind of a rather big time in your life. We've got 2 major arcana cards here, and then down here at the base. And so right now, these lessons you learn, they're going to be staying. This has changed you, who you are. You've matured. The Strength card is saying, patience, it's sometimes difficult, but real strength is those that aren't reactive, and you can tame the beast. You had the Devil card come up. Look at her. That's a beautiful card. She's taming the beast. She's taming the can be the toxic behavior within her. She has the capacity. You have the capacity. The Lovers card, again, I'm not sure if this necessarily means an actual romantic partner, but it could be. It could be that a partner or just true friends are going to show up for you, the real ones. Focus on the real ones. not the ones that you've maybe felt a little indebted to. That's the real message. But speaking of messages, I always like to close with another oracle card. Just a lot of times ties the reading together. It's pretty clear where you're at right now and where you're going, which is someplace good. So try to stay positive about that. Oh, this one just wants me to read it. Yeah, okay. As I said, I never ceases to amaze me how connected these cards are. This one reads, a personal issue reaches resolution. So you are heading for resolution. Even though whatever this personal issue is, this excessive behavior or kind of just feeling out of control with a certain behavior, you're going to resolve it, Sagittarius. And things look good for the future. And I'm really proud of you that you're able to face this, and that you're the type that just doesn't want to get stuck in something that doesn't serve you and doesn't serve the people you love. So I hope this reading was helpful. Again, sending you oceans of love.